turn on the voice. My nose is a little stopped up today, so, that's...
It's gonna give you they're gonna be like, he's got some island in him. Do you hear that bass in his voice?
Okay, we're right.
All right, we good? All right, hold on. We're gonna a few seconds.
Soaked up nose in there too.
All right, we're gonna do 3 seconds of quiet. Here we go, in. Good afternoon, and ladies and gentlemen. Thanks again. This is another episode of Articulate Barbarian. I'm your host, Alex Soto, the Articulate Barbarian himself. And today we've got ourselves an extra special guest. We got a quick run through because I got a line of people wanting to talk to him. It's Mr. Royce Ashcroft and Miss Amari Denise from Noor 17. Break it down so I don't want to say it wrong. I get in so much trouble with everybody because of like, you're messing up my brand, you're saying it wrong. Of course, I would talk. Did you ever meet Sergio? I don't think you met Sergio. His last name's Santana. For the first 6 times I introduced him, I thought it was Santiago. Oh. And he's like, you have no idea how much hell I've been through to keep my name. And I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, I don't think about this stuff. So, who are you? Where are you from? What do you represent?
Go ahead.
My name's Amari. I'm 25 years old. I am born in Brooklyn, New York, but I've been in Orlando forever. And I model for Noor 17, which is a vegan modeling and talent network that Royce and I run.
Yeah, my name is Royce Ashcroft. I'm a Tallahassee native, born and raised. Moved here to Orlando about 3.5 years ago, and ever since then I've always been emceeing different shows. I also teach a public speaking workshop, and my girlfriend and I, we started Noor 17, the vegan modeling and talent network. So that's pretty much my life in a nutshell right now.
So I gotta be real with the universe, because I get you guys out here and because of the logistics of everything. I'm gonna have you guys talk to Anzzia, because as far as my biggest thing right now is I'm honored that you guys came on the show. We're going to have some things to talk about, but I can hear Her Highness is already pulling into the... So, no, and I'm not saying we're going to cut this short. We're going to do about a 30-minute. Normally we do an hour plus. Mm-hmm. So I want to get this out of the way, because I think right now she'll influence your guys' push better than I will. So, and again, we always talk about grinding. One of the things that I teach one of my pulpit, soapboxes is, I like to tell the world, hey, we're here the night before Thanksgiving. Why? Because we're fucking working. Because there's a work ethic. I'm trying to explain. I'm trying to teach people about the hustle, about the amount of grinding. So you guys drove all the way out here to over an hour to get here to do this interview so that you can meet here. Then her son's birthday parties today. She's putting all this together. We're all juggling because everything's important. So we're not gonna make mention of the fact they're here. But hey, honey, good to see y'all. We're gonna get you guys up here in a second. So good news is we're gonna have you guys back on to do a really long, extensive show. But I want her to have as much time as possible. So
absolutely.
When I met you guys, y'all reached out to me because of a mixer. Now I'm not hip to these fun terms. It looked like y'all just had a during the week party and you just needed an official. So what exactly was that? And because I like the idea, I just don't know if any of my old people are like, I ain't coming out on Thursday night or whatever night it was, Tuesday night. So you guys do a mixer, a social. How does that work? You network, people come in.
We have 2 different types of mixers.
Right.
We have one that a lot of different talented individuals come out for and perform. And then we also have another one that it's more of our business professional one. Sometimes if we're having different auditions for different shows that we're casting or helping being a part of, then that's more of that. We also help people get, kind of help build their portfolio.
Yeah.
As far as different pictures that they may need for in there. That's what that one's about.
And you see, what I find as a promoter, one of the things that I'm doing besides wanting to hook great guests, I offer them other things so that we can get them here, but they also get their thing shot. They get this, they get that. So then, like if a promoter calls me and says, hey, I need somebody for a room on this such and such date, I even have connections to where I could say, here's this, and here's the way to get a hold of them.
Exactly.
So I totally get that. So, okay, so you guys provide a service so that when this show comes out, and when Miss Anzzia does her thing, and then you guys get put out all over the universe, what is the big thing? You want to let the world know that they can hire you for models, for what? What are we doing? So that way I can get the right people to be looking for y'all.
You can definitely get to us about getting some vegan models, because we're going to need some. We are doing in November the Florida Vegan Awards and Model Extravaganza, which is going to be a huge award ceremony for a lot of the people that help out the vegan community all over Florida, not just here in Orlando where we're from. We also need help behind the scenes, like any kind of talent, videographers, photographers, anybody that has any kind of skill for promoting as well and wants to help promote the vegan message. Like, we would love for y'all to send us an email or hit us up on Facebook.
So we're going to get into that part of it too, because one of the things that as a straight carnivore, I appreciate the fact that at no point since I've met you guys have not made it uncomfortable for me to not be in y'all's whole inner circle. You know, I have found that is a refreshing. No offense, vegans, but y'all can be like, what did y'all go to a Jehovah's Witness class on how to be aggressive salesmen? And I get it. It's a cause. I get it. But, you know, hey, the fact of this is that something that you guys came up with? Like, is that y'all's direction? I mean, you guys, you know, I really believe in it, but I don't think we should be quite as aggressive as that. Or is it just, you know, did it just work out that way? Or was it a conscious effort for y'all not to be quite so damnating of those of us?
It's it was definitely a learned trait, because whenever I first became vegan, I was that radical Islam, the Jehovah's Witness of being vegan, but I saw that the message was not received well with that, and I'm glad that I had to go through that experience when I was new with it. So whenever we came up with this idea that, you know, we can make it a lot more accessible for everybody. So that way it's not like we're telling you to go away. We want to make it inclusive, make you kind of see what it is that we have going on, that not everybody is like that. There's a lot of us who, you know, just want to merely show you this is what's going on. And
well, I mean, it definitely has credibility in its own statistics and for a healthy lifestyle and whatever it is your reasoning for it. If you don't want to hurt animals, or if you just want to not eat anything that had a face or a mother, or you know what I mean, whatever the reasoning behind it, I get that there are some health benefits. You know, I totally support that. I'm very much interested in all avenues of that. I think for the sake of time, we're going to keep focusing on one of the other things that I noticed that I think is really interesting, based on the experiences I've had with you guys, was how what you were saying, if anybody knows how to do this, you come here, we can introduce you with other people, this and that. And believe it or not, I call it like a shareware system. It's kind of like the way, you know, when I first got into the whole concept of YouTube putting out free content and getting paid for it. I didn't understand, but now I'm starting to see the big picture, and I bought into it. So the idea is, and this is a message I will say to the universe, if you guys are interested in meeting and connecting with people that are, I mean, bougie ass, chic ass people I'd have never known. Look, I told y'all when I was doing and I ate a huge bowl of shit when I went and performed for them, because the demographic, the young, beautiful young people, they didn't quite catch Pop's humor. But I'll be totally real with you, and I even mentioned it before I left. I didn't see one pair of flip flops that you guys. I don't know if it's like, do y'all put out a memo? You do? You put out a dress code memo?
Let them know, like, hey, this is how you dress for this event. Sometimes we'll give extra incentive.
That's some funny shit, man.
Yeah, I've had different events where I've given people a break at the door for coming in dressed nicely, or, you know, we'll have a best dressed gets a free drink, or just something like that.
And that's now this isn't just going to be dick riding here, but I will say you guys are some very dapper people. You dress nice, because I've met models that are nasty when they're not in front of the camera. They just filthy. All right, and I've met. In fact, I mean, you guys are like unicorns to me, seeing young people that dress nice with your ascot and your nice tie and stuff. And I appreciate that, because I'm an old dress horse. I always jokingly say I dress out of the Bagger Vance era, the Legend of Bagger Vance, like that, with the, you know, and the knickers and all. I like that dress code style. But I also felt like people look better, dress better. I think if you look the best, you feel the best, you work the best. That's always been.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate that wholeheartedly. Let me see whether, okay, you know, we're good. So you have the mixer coming down the pipe. You have a modeling What is this? The
Florida Vegan Awards and Model Extravaganza.
Did you got the? I mean, it's in the towards the end of the year.
It's going to be in November.
Okay, so absolutely, we'll definitely have you back.
Going to be at the Dr. Phillips Center.
That's what I was getting. I didn't know if you guys nailed the location.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
It is locked in. We're going to have
Dr. Phillips.
Bob Carr Theater. So
damn, y'all think I was messing around? It ain't in the back of Bob's Tire and Brake, y'all. Goddamn it, we're gonna have it in the. That's
Preacher
good.
Lawson. Have you met Preacher
Of
Lawson?
course.
He's going to be hosting the show.
Oh my man.
His manager also manages Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson as
Oh,
well. So
shout
they're going
out.
to be sending that over to them as well. We're
Shout out Preacher Lawson. We're all a big fan of.
Yes.
We support ours in Orlando and the Central Florida area. So for those of you who lived in under a rock, Preacher Lawson took second last year, which. I mean, really, puppet, a child of puppets. That's going to captivate the United States and the world. That's going to be the one that kills it. But as far as I'm concerned, I think the top 20 in that show are good. You know what I mean? They got there. Plus, in the end, I mean, this is just me. I mean, we were just having this conversation last night. He's on the improv circuit.
Yes.
Okay. It don't matter one show.
He sold out 5 shows whenever he came back.
But if you're on the improv circuit, you won.
Yeah.
Because that pays, and that's that's what you really want.
Yeah.
When the dust settles, and your one album's released, you want to have something like a couple cruise ships lined up with some big contracts, or Vegas or whatever, so that you can have consistent. And jokingly, I'm in comedy. I'm telling the guy that we're having a conversation. I've talked about this before. I said, well, the way I see it is, I just need to just go ahead and hurry up and get on that improv circuit and just bypass all this bullshit. And in my peripherals, I see him go, oh really? Oh really? That's what you want to do? You want to go to that's a really amazing idea. You don't think every fucking comic in the United States is wanting that? And I go, I ain't got time for y'all. I got time for like I always say that Charlie Murphy's famous quote was, I don't have time. When he came back from the military and got in and out of the security, and he saw what entertainers could make, he says, I didn't have time to open mic, learn how to be a comedian. He says, I had to get right in it. I didn't have time.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate, rest in peace, Charlie Murphy. I saw him in Orlando right before he passed away.
Wow.
And the whole time I was like, damn, he looks horrible. Like, I didn't know. I had no idea.
Wow.
I'm like, dude, he looks like skin on bones. And what happened? I'm like, oh shit. Hang on. So anyway, so that's just how it goes. So what do you got going on right now? Anything that's coming down the pipe? Because what I'm going to do is you have something coming up in Gainesville. When is that?
February 17th.
All right. So again, there's no timestamp on these shows, so I will definitely get you guys. And then hopefully by the time, and the universe likes hearing this bullshit talk too, so hopefully by the time that comes together, I'll have it set up where if I don't have you in again right before that, actually, when is this? Maybe we can get it where either you can come in beforehand or the week beforehand.
I'll be more than happy to come back here. Like, this is great.
Yeah, and then what it is next time, if you're not in a hurry, I'll take you over and show you where all the STDs are and enjoy the beautiful dinner. And it's beautiful out there. It's just popping, People going crazy out there. I love it. It's my town. It's where we're from. All right, so you have February, and what are you doing?
I'm going to be in Gainesville co-hosting Veg Fest.
Veg Fest. In my mind, I'm seeing a bunch of stoners lazy as hell, but that's probably not it.
There's a couple of them.
Oh, I'm sure the stoners are there for sure. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of stoner fucking vegans. It's natural, but that being said, don't get me fucking started. But that being said, Veg Fest is a vegan thing, or is it
festival? Yeah, so there's like a whole bunch of different tents with different vendors. There's education and information. Of course, there's vegan food so that everybody.
Am I doing something wrong? You giving me that crazy look, like, what the fuck? How do you not know what Veg Fest is?
It's just a good old time, and a bunch of vegans, vegetarians, and then even people that still eat meat. They come by because they're curious to get the information and to try all the food because it's amazing.
It's just like, we want to see all y'all in one place.
Yeah, they want to know what we're hiding, what we're up to.
That's awesome. All right, so big Veg Fest thing coming down the pipe. Then now you will go and approach Veg Fest, let somebody know, hey, I just did a thing, you're on a thing. establish your foothold into the next thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how we do it. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. This is going to be a quickie tonight, guys, because I really want Anzzia to have time to work with you guys because she's the star maker. Y'all are helping me build my legitimacy and vice versa, so that when we're all big and famous, we'll have
You already know. Like, remember that time
exactly.
that we were doing an interview in the trailer? Now we got this whole big building.
Yeah, it's the basement of a castle. We're not going to go into the trailer. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. That's all I have time for the moment because we're going to go ahead and get Miss Anzzia up here. Royce Ashcroft, Mari Denise, thank you guys so much. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Absolutely.
Welcome to the universe. Welcome to being an articulate barbarian.
Thank you.
And I look forward to having you guys back real soon.
Absolutely.
All right. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Social media.
Social media. It's that thing that we're still working on. You know, our Facebook, it's looking good. http:/facebook.com/Noor17vegan.
Yes.
I don't know what was so funny about that.
Because I never fucking remember social media. I'm like, y'all just enjoy.
Even at the shows, whenever we post anything, you know, I'm always like, okay, thank you all so much for coming out. Have a good night. And they're like, Royce, where can they follow you? I'm like, too bad. They've already left the...
My favorite party when I went and partied with y'all was... It was, all right, everybody, whenever I go, whatever you say, what was it? It was like, hello. Go ahead, tell the story, because I loved it.
Feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello?
There.
Yeah, and all 80 nicely dressed people are like, I ain't doing that shit, fuck you. And the part I loved the most was Roy's like as if, all right guys, let's do it again next time. Here we go, it's time again. And then he'd do it again and everybody would be like, man, fuck you. It was hilarious. But no, the determination and you just consistent. By the time it was done,
it's great.
That's so good. I'm so glad. Did you put a memo out? Look, motherfuckers.
And they just started kind of catching on. Now they expect it. They're like, all right.
That's awesome, man. All right. You know, and listen, you guys, positive energy. You guys are always just super approachable, super nice, super hustle minded. I appreciate that very much. I appreciate the fact that you guys are working. We have a time. He's got like 37 positions and 27 jobs. And, you know, so all right, guys. So we're gonna wrap it up because I want her to have her time. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for coming out. Universe, we're done for the moment. It's a quickie. Everybody needs a quickie every once in a while. So y'all, God bless. Love, peace, chicken grease. We're out. Like, subscribe, all that bullshit. Social media. What else? That's it. All right, peace.